Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am God, and I manifest the words I speak. My message for you today, people, is to love yourself unconditionally and treat yourself exceptionally well. I want you to develop that as an habit because naturally most people are more concerned with taking care of everybody else, their kids, their significant other, their employees, whatever the case is, and then we put ourselves on the back burner. What I'm encouraging you to do today, people, is I want you to take time and really prioritize that you're the number one person that you're going to take care of. Because the fact is, people, is that the more you get good at taking care of yourself, is the more of yourself you're able to offer to help others. You know, it's like, I always use the analogy about being on an airplane. If the plane is losing oxygen and the mask come down, they always encourage you to make sure you put your mask on first before you help others. Because what good are you if you're not gonna, if you're not gonna be at your best capacity? So my point is, make sure that you really make yourself a priority in life, people. Now you got to figure out what that looks like. For everybody, obviously that's different, but you got to figure that out for yourself. Is figure out, like, okay, what does that really look like? For me, I'm always compartmentalizing. So it's like, okay, in the area of finances, what does that look like, you taking care of yourself? I'm gonna tell you something, man. One of the things that I highly recommend for people to take care of yourself financial wise is to live below your means. That's the number one thing, because there's a lot of people out here in society that teach people to create debt and debt and debt, and next thing you know, you look up and you're a slave to debt, man. So the first thing financial wise that I would say, as far as taking care of yourself, is develop yourself as far as managing your finances, whatever that look like. If you're not that person, like, for yourself, then you got to have somebody that is going to manage your finances for you, So my point is, though, is that definitely live below your means, though, and really detach a lot of your attachments that you have to material possessions. That's my recommendation, because it's like, once you detach the need for, the most expensive car, the most expensive house, and just living a life of just showing what you have to others, I'm telling you, people, that becomes irrelevant. It really does, especially as you go on your spiritual journey. But my point that I'm trying to get at, though, is that I know that there'd be a lot of people that would have more free minds if they wasn't stressed out about their bills because they're living beyond their means. So again, my first suggestion for you is to figure out how can you live below your means. That way you have extra money left over for savings, and ultimately, obviously, for leisure for yourself. So that's as far as that goes, finances. Now, second area I would say is, relationship. I think there's three main components to life: finances. The second one is, relationship. I think that you taking care of yourself or loving yourself unconditionally is that you allow yourself to develop yourself, I should say, so that you become somebody that you be madly wanting or madly in love with. You know what I'm saying? Become the greatest version of yourself, people. A lot of time people get too busy trying to change other people, and we don't realize that all we need to change is ourselves. If you focus, people, on changing yourself, then what happens is you'll find that the people that you seek, the relationship that you seek, will magnetize and attract itself to you, because you're becoming an amazing human being. You're becoming the greatest catch there is as you develop yourself. So of course you'll attract somebody amazing that you'd want to be your companion, because they're out there. It's just that greatness attract other greatness, so you want to focus on developing yourself to be the greatest version of yourself, so that you can attract other people that are deserving of that greatness that you have, how you're being. So that's my suggestion as far as like really loving yourself unconditionally and taking care of yourself, is that you're going to put in the energy and effort that's needed to develop yourself, people, to develop the discipline, to develop the habits, to develop the characteristics that are necessary for you to be an amazingly successful human being who's experiencing an amazing life on this earth. That's how you do that, people. The third area of your life, people, is health and fitness, man. You know, in this world, we have one life. So it's like, what are you going to do with that? You want to make sure that when it comes to your health and fitness, you develop the right habits, because everything in life is all your habits. They're either good habits or bad habits. If you're eating unhealthy, then you can't expect to have good health, people. So you have to change your habits to make sure that for you taking care of yourself is that you eat healthy food. Whatever that looks like, you know, whether you do meal prep or you have a significant other that really knows how to cook and cook well and healthy, or you do it yourself, you know. I'm just saying, whatever works, man. But I really want you to take your health very seriously, because, again, you got one body. So it's like you want to really make sure that it's in optimal shape. And the way you do it is, number one, watch what you eat, because you become what you eat, essentially. You eat junk, you have an unhealthy life. You eat healthy, hey, you have a great healthy life, you know. In essence, outside of that, I do think that it's always great to fit some kind of exercise regimen in your routine. I don't care if it's once or twice a week, it's better than nothing, you know. I think that you either, you know, walking, just being outside. If you ask me, I think being outside in nature and breathing fresh air, walking a mile, okay, again, if it's once a week, I think that's a great opportunity for you to really exercise and really enjoy nature at the same time. Or if you're one of those people that's really into gym, then hey, go for it. Go to gym membership, man. Go there once or twice a week, you know. And it's not really what you do with everything in this world, man. It's not what you do, it's how consistent do you do it. That's what makes it become a habit. So you want to consistently be unconditionally in love with yourself and taking care of yourself. Obviously, you can also find ways as far as like your leisure, like how do you treat yourself? I'm not talking about just date with your significant other. I'm talking about for yourself, man, where you find alone time for something that you truly or really enjoy for yourself. You know, for me, it's I do isolation tanks twice a month, you know, every other week. That's where I go and really meditate, pitch black tank for an hour at a time. You know, you got to find what it is for you. Maybe for you it's reading books or something, or, you know, I mean, that's a given anyway. Reading books or audios, I already share with you. Send the link below. You got to develop yourself every single day. So that's something also that I do for myself, but that's more the self-development front. My point that I'm trying to get at, people, is that this is your amazing life that you're creating, people. And I want you to really explore, what does that look like for you? Like, what does it look like for you to take care of yourself exceptionally well? You know, what does it look like for you to show yourself that you love yourself unconditionally? One last thing I'll say before I go is, don't put yourself or be in situations where you're not wanted, people. If you're with somebody who don't appreciate or care for you, man, leave that situation, because, you know, you have to free up that space, people, for God to bless you with the people that really deserve you, you know? You have to be able to walk away, cut bait and walk away, man, because, you know, you have a short window of life, people, and it's like, I want you to really prove to yourself that you love yourself unconditionally. And one of the ways you do that is don't go anywhere where you're not wanted. Why would you? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm going to leave it at that for right now. My declarations over your life, number one, is that you are a millionaire. Number two is that you're married to the person of your dreams. Number three, people, is that you have amazing health and you're in the best shape of your life. I pray that the Spirit of God that resides in both you and me, man, will continue to lead and guide you to find your amazing purpose in this world. I pray, people, for infinite knowledge, wisdom, and understanding over your life. I pray, people, that you'll also find a passion to keep developing yourself, work on yourself, and most important, love yourself unconditionally and treat yourself exceptionally well. Y'all have an amazing day. We'll talk tomorrow.